folks, we got a very special episode of what's this fucking one called? Twappa Keeper today?
Twappa
Were you
Keeper?
Twappa Keeper?
Twappa Keeper?
Our Mountain Monsters We Watch podcast. Yeah, that's what you're listening to. This is not Ice Cream You Meme. This is a different podcast that we do.
Hit you with that first minute immediately.
It's called a hook.
Twappa.
I've been studying the ways of getting your attention.
Yeah, instead of screaming, just do a little what was it? What's his name?
Widowy.
A widowy. I can't. Widowy.
Widowy can't.
I cannot do that.
Widowy.
I know there's like a pattern. Widowy.
Yeah.
Princess. That one I could do.
Princess was good, and we're gonna be, the W's. It's a little goof.
There's
a little goof
so
for happening.
many,
but we're gonna be coming up on a lot of W's because this episode is the Werewolf of Webster County. So prepare for a lot of howling.
Oh God.
Maybe I'm preying on you tonight. Hunt you down, eat you alive. Just like, yeah, thank you.
Animals, malls. I'm never going to correct that. I don't even know if that's correct.
Animals, malls?
It's like animals, malls. I don't know.
Animals. Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
I only know from the memes. I don't think I know like the full song, honestly.
I think I know the chorus. That's about it.
Is that Imagine Dragons? That's Imagine Dragons, right? No?
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. That's Adam Levine.
Animal Song. Yeah, you're right, Maroon 5. Yeah, that's one.
I was like, well, you try to rewrite history.
It's all the same shit to me. I'm not,
I think Imagine Dragons has like a deeper, grungier voice. And then like Adam Levine is like
more of the
falsetto higher
category.
Guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the distinction.
There we go. I'm learning stuff there.
Yeah.
But it's like pop rock.
Yeah, and it's like I know there's other members of Maroon 5 and Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
You look so shocked. However, I think we only know Adam Levine and Guy of
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
Well, that's not, you don't really know him then if you don't know his name.
Imagine his name.
I thought you were saying that there was overlap, so like there were guys that were in Maroon 5 that were also in Imagine Dragons, and I was like,
you could tell me that and I'd just be like, that sounds right.
Like, that sounds right. I was just a little like, whoa, okay. I mean,
that's like their side project.
Yeah.
Imagine 5 Dragons.
Oh,
that's the cover band.
5 Maroon Dragons.
Imagine 5 Maroon Dragons.
We'll get to that. We'll revisit that in a later episode. But back to this episode, because this one, we're talking werewolves. Perfect. Our boys are sweet, beautiful old boys are going after the Webster County werewolf. They always say werewolf. They don't really say werewolf. Which werewolf. How do you say that? Would you say werewolf?
When I was taking notes, I accidentally wrote werewolf.
Uh-huh.
So I only fixed that like maybe like an hour ago. So
valid. Okay.
I don't even think I say the F. Werewolf. Okay, let me get back to you on my pronunciation.
We'll revisit it. We'll discuss it later.
I don't think I can say it right now.
Fair. Now you're thinking about it too much. It's kind of like it's lost all meaning. But Trapper starts off by describing the werewolf as over 7 foot tall, 400 pounds, 3 foot through his chest, and black in color. He has these big, glowing yellow eyes. Huge, fast, dangerous creature. So if we think back to the infamous Barilla, a.k.a. the Wolfman of Wolf County of the very first episode, there we were dealing with a wolfman wolf creature, wolf monster. We're talking like a 7 foot, 500 pound wolf. So first I want to appreciate the amount of detail that they've learned to add to their descriptions over this past season. But also, how do they know that the werewolf of Webster County is 100 pounds lighter?
I know. It's one of those things, again, that's like they can judge the weight, the height from like a distance, but then how do you do that for like weight?
For weight and of creatures that don't exist, and there's a lot of issues, right?
Hold your horses, Ben. We've just started on this one. We're 5 minutes in. We can't immediately say these things don't exist.
You can't disprove it, right? You can't disprove a negative.
Just like how they can't prove that it weighs 400 pounds.
Right, or that the other one weighed 500 pounds. It's fair. It's fair. So that's where we're at. But, I was wondering, like, is the Wolfman of Wolf County unusually big? Or is this like kind of a pipsqueak werewolf, Trapper just says, I just thought werewolves was in Europe. We got one down in West Virginia.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, actually, werewolf derives from the Old English were, meaning man, and wolf. So the wolfman would actually be a werewolf. But you'd be wrong. Because again, Wolfman of Wolf County was from the New English half bear, half gorilla, a barilla, okay?
Barilla.
Different monster.
She's back.
Jeff pitches in, and he's so active during the full moon. And the closer to the full moon it gets, the more active he gets. I mean, he actually gets crazy. I can relate, because I'm going to actually get crazy if Jeff continues to contribute nothing to the show. And I feel like Trapper even gets frustrated with Jeff's level of research at this point, because he says, that's kind of the way the history goes with werewolves in the full moon. And it's like, yeah,
he's
Jeff,
like, duh.
That's the thing. That's the werewolf thing. That's the one thing that people know about it, right?
Yeah, I put Jeff, will you have some fucking history? And then I followed it up with he has 2 things to say, and they're the most obvious thing on earth.
Yeah, right. He's like, oh yeah, werewolves, full moon, silver bullets. And you're like, thank you, Jeff. Thank you for your contribution. But he starts sweating at this Trapper comment, and he tries to add some actual kind of local background. He's like, well, I'll tell you where this Webster County werewolf came from, guys. About 1770. And then Trapper looks over at him and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Jeff says there was game trail and some Shawnee tribal members were killed on the game trail, and that their chief was reincarnated into the Webster County werewolf. Trapper says, well, I don't know if this folklore is true or bullshit. And I'm picking up some tension in the car at this point. It seems like the girls are fighting.
The girls. Presidential alert.
Yeah, but the full moon is approaching, and there's only a few nights left to find this werewolf. We get a little banter about Trapper having a toothache. Huckleberry tells him to get to a dentist, and sensing that the illusion of the show is cracking, Trapper asks if Huckleberry's ever been to a dentist. Huckleberry responds with the, do I look like I ever been to the damn dentist? Defense, and the truck goes wild. The first witness is a trapper named Boone, not to be confused with Willie, the Ames trapper, or Trapper, the team leader. Trapper talks up Boone's credibility as someone who is truly in touch with nature, able to read the subtle signs, and aware of all the intricate details of the wild world around him. What do you think of Boone?
The banner, I was definitely watching and paying attention.
Yeah.
A banner came and made me think that this guy's name was Later.
Was Later?
Yeah. I was like,
oh, because right. They were like Later Mountain Monsters a little bit.
I was like, right. This guy's name fucking Later.
Yeah,
and
what
then,
the fuck is it? Yeah.
And then so when you pointed out the Boone, the Willie thing, I was like, I literally first note on this, it says, is this the first Boone we've ever gotten? I feel like there's been a Boone before. So when you pointed it out, I was like,
it could have been a Boone.
Yeah. So
this is our first time with this Boone, though, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Because Huckleberry introduced himself to Boone, and Boone was immediately like, I don't know what the hell a Huckleberry is.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of hits his credit as a forest person, because they're berries that are native to that area, like Appalachia. That's why his name's Huckleberry for a reason, because those are berries that people find around there. But whatever, Boone.
Yeah.
In a way of explanation, Trapper says he's my Huckleberry.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
Boone says he was setting up traps when he felt a presence. He didn't see anything, but the vibes were off. So Boone climbed a hill and looked down to see, quote, a great big giant wolf standing on his back legs. Jeff asks what the moon was like, and Boone says it wasn't quite full yet. It was maybe 2 to 3 days before the full moon, and adds that the eyes glowed in neon yellow. The werewolf roared, and Boone could tell it was asserting its dominance. Buck and Huckleberry are sent down the hill to get the requisite size comparison and the Buck humiliation ritual. Huckleberry and Buck both fall on their asses climbing down the hill. They assess that the werewolf had to be about 8 feet tall. Huckleberry finds a game trail. Trapper asks how the terrain is, if it's rough. Huckleberry responds, "You got this one?"
I did not.
"Rougher than my grandmother's belly."
Doesn't How did I not hear that?
Doesn't help me. I don't know what the fuck that means, Huckleberry.
Rougher
That's not
grandmother's belly.
I've never heard that before in my life. That's not a comparison I would ever have made. Does that mean she's? I don't. What do you think that means?
Rougher than my grandmother's belly.
Rougher than my grandmother's belly. Bellies, I don't think of as particularly a rough part of most human bodies.
They can get like wrinkly, I guess.
They can get wrinkly, but I wouldn't say that's rough, right? They're still generally soft.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck does that mean?
It was like Huckleberry's grandmother doing like the guy that does the dog medicine on his hands.
No,
you don't know that guy?
No.
He's a guy on like TikTok and stuff. He does like these. He always has trigger warnings because it's like bad ASMR basically. But he puts dog medicine on his hands to make them tougher. And he's been doing it for like years now. And then he films himself like punching things, and like he can like light matches on his hands now.
Oh
yeah.
I sometimes feel comfortable when I have a lot more calluses than usual if I play guitar for a long period of time. I cannot imagine my whole entire hand.
I'll send you some videos of the dog medicine hand guy because like the sound is really like it's like crunching through snow when you hear him like rubbing his hands.
What's the science?
I don't know. He says that he's using it for the intended purpose, and I'm like, they have dog medicine that just because he just always calls it dog medicine. It's so unclear. I don't know. But I guess maybe there's some dog stuff that makes skin tougher, apparently.
Wait. Is it medicine for dogs or the medicine is made
by dogs?
By dogs? For dogs,
sure.
by dogs.
Yeah, it's a food situation with dogs.
4 out of 5 dogs approve of this dog medicine. What the fuck? I don't even think I can download TikTok anymore.
I think you can, right?
I surely can't even open it.
Oh, I'll find them. I'm sure they're on other platforms as well. Yeah. He's probably cross-posting his incredible videos of him.
Find him on Reels, on
his
Instagram,
feats of having really hard, rough hands. What? Look it up, dog medicine guy.
Why?
Check it out, folks. But my point being, maybe Huckleberry's grandmother was putting the dog medicine on her belly.
So I guess like those people who like get punched in the abs. They're like, punch me in the abs as hard as you can.
Right. She was kind of like a Houdini type.
Yeah, maybe that was her trick.
A potential explanation. I don't know what the fuck else it would be. Honestly,
I don't know any other way she would get
a rough belly.
Yeah,
don't know. Don't know. Completely incomprehensible. Huckleberry as always. Boone overall, he just seems like unimpressed with their shenanigans. That was just the vibe I got from him. The night one search begins with Trapper now framing the game trail as the game trail where the Shawnee tribal members have been killed. That keeps coming back. They're always like, we're on the actual Shawnee game trail, which I'm like, I don't know. Is it just a game trail? Like, how do you know it's the same one that was here 400, 300 years ago?
It's the same way that they know that this one is 100 pounds lighter than the previous that we have, which is like just vibe.
Yeah. Right. I mean, like, is it just because it's in a hauler that it's like the same thing? That I mean, I guess animals probably would favor the same places over the years. I don't know, but
there's a lot of things that they do in this here episode that I'm like, how did you know that?
It gave this whole episode really gave me the whole kind of like Native American burial ground trope of them being like really like, ooh, it's so spooky because there were Native Americans here, and it's like
I thought we were gonna step into like Lugaroo like territory at some point.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Huckleberry's priority is really warning everyone to watch their footing and to be careful not to fall, which is definitely the biggest risk that they're ever in on the show. And Trapper says, we don't know if there is an actual werewolf from 250 years ago or it's a new creature of the day, but that's what we're going to figure out tonight, which I find doubtful.
The implication that this werewolf could live for more than 200 years is where that's at.
Yeah, it's an immortal werewolf potentially, or a new one. But either way, they're getting to the bottom of this. You can be damn sure of that, according to Trapper. Take that to the bank. They hear someone walking in the woods, and Buck says he's out there on that trail, that Shawnee trail. Then they rush up the hill, and see something in a tree. As they approach the tree, they realize the danger they're in. The tree is mostly dead, and the werewolf was attempting to lure them into a deadfall trap of its own, ready to drop that tree on them. Suddenly, they hear a classic, very well captured howl.
Beautiful howl.
And we got an iconic trapper line here. You got this one?
I have something, but I don't think it's what he said.
Is it "Howl at me, you son of a bitch, howl"? That's the trapper line.
Yeah.
And then we get another howl. Cuts through the West Virginia night with a clearness that would make a Foley artist blush. And then Jeff says he sees something in the thermal camera on a rock. The blob they're pointing out looks about the same temperature and the same energy level as the rock to me. It's pretty solid. Maybe it was a sun-touched rock that had soaked up some daytime sun. I don't know.
Yeah.
They get to the rock and find grooves on it. Trapper analyzes if the grooves show the werewolf has marked the rock. That son of a bitch is Howling Rock, he declares. They decide the Howling Rock is the perfect place to build a trap. The next day, they're waiting at the back of the truck, reminiscing on the previous time they'd seen Wild Bill driving a car.
Oh my God.
Which we also seen, and was apparently very remarkable, both then and now. The lore has grown. Not only was it his grandmother's car, but he also risked getting grounded if he damaged the car last time. And then suddenly, a black truck crests the hill, and a hoorah breaks out from the cabin. It's Wild Bill with a new ride. Hey, what you think about there ain't no grocery getter now, huh? Wild Bill has named the Chevy Silverado Bear Dogger, explaining, big brow looking browed.
Yeah, you know what? Hell yeah.
I think he's saying is broad, I believe. That was my attempt at a translation there. And they ask where Willie is, and Buck says he'll roll up in his little pickup and you'll get your chance, because it's all a dick measuring contest. That's really what we're setting up here. This segment has a little too much clear setup, because then Willie rides up in the excavator, and the dick measuring contest is completed. As Huckleberry says, "Bill, I hate to tell you, but size does matter." Trapper decides to tell Willie what kind of trap he wants, which is something I don't think we've seen before on the show. Trapper wants something called a rock pit trap, which, as concrete people, we're going to need a translation of what that means. So here's my attempt. It's a big fucking hole with a big fucking rock, and the rock falls over the hole.
Yeah, it kind of is like...
It's like propped up,
and then by stick.
Big fucking rock falls, and becomes like a cup in the ground that you put a plate on top of. You're
fucking entombed.
Right,
exactly. At that point.
And then Trapper's tooth pain comes back, and he requests a pair of pliers. Oh. The way we deal with toothaches here in West Virginia, we don't go to the damn dentist. We take care of it ourselves, Trapper says in a talking head. The amount of shock and disgust on everyone else's face says otherwise. Yeah. Wild Bill says he goes to a dentist. Buck says he goes to a dentist. But Trapper has made his bed. It looks like he breaks the tooth as he does pull it out with a pair of pliers.
It's so bad.
Yeah, because he pulls out a chunk of tooth and he starts coughing up other chunks of teeth. So it's like, that's why you should go to the dentist, my dude.
Yeah.
You're making money from the show. It's okay. It's all right. No one's going to call you less of a fucking hillbilly because you went to a dentist. And no one needs to know, even. But Willie gets more in depth on the rock pit trap explanation. It's a big hole with a big rock. And when the trap is triggered, the rock falls over the hole. Thank you, Willie. Willie and Wild Bill search for the Howling Rock. They find the rock, and it seems to be approximately 5 feet from the edge of a flat field. So perfectly accessible for the excavator, which is nice. Willie begins digging the hole as Wild Bill climbs all over the excavator with a series of yee-haws, woohoos, and of course, hoorahs. Hoorah. While Wild Bill says climbing the excavator is like riding the old bull, brother, Willie seemingly intentionally slams Wild Bill into a branch, and this is enough for Wild Bill to decide to get off of the excavator. Wild Bill jumps into the hole before it's completed, and Willie decides to send Wild Bill to fuck off and get the actual rock for the trap. Wild Bill then has trouble climbing out of a 4 to 5 foot hole. But he manages to and hoorahs and body slams Willie for a payback. Our second witness, meanwhile, is Hank, landowner, an old man whose fit is like almost all khaki.
Yeah.
The hat was interesting because I was like, at first I was like, it's fedora, and then I was like, no, it's not. It's like a sun hat, but with like a fedora top. It was
for some reason it's like I was like it's almost like Doug Dimmadome on a day off, like
it is
small,
Dimmadome-ish.
Doug Dimmadome's cousin that has like a smaller hat.
And it's not because it's not like full cowboy like 10-gallon hat. It's like
a bucket hat.
It is like a bucket hat with a big brim.
Yeah,
but it's also not like a boonie hat because like the boonie hats for like a different look to it. Like it was still tall. It was a weird hat.
That's why I was like, it's Doug Dimmadome like ish. It's like a top hat, but with the fucking crazy ass brim with a crazy like. This is more bizarre than a Yankees 360.
Yankees 360 brim. Yeah, right. It is kind of like the Pharrell hat, but also not like that either.
It's just small, like the Zendaya hat, but also like not.
Right. But also not, because like those ones have like more kind of going on at the top, where this one was just like a flat thing. Yeah. Anyway, the whole fit is almost all khaki except for his pants, which are blue jeans. Because I'm like, I feel like that's the only thing that like
clean too, though. Like
he looked pretty clean. I was definitely like, but he seems like he's older, even by like our boys comparison. He's probably like in his 80s, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're installing a gas company is installing a pipeline on his property, and Hank was riding in a side-by-side with his son, shooting some video of the property to kind of track the damage to his property caused by installing a gas pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
When he saw a large, strange animal walking on its hind legs. Upon reviewing the footage, Hank's son determined that looks like a damn werewolf. They reach the site where Hank filmed the video, and Hank pulls out a tiny digital camera. Very of the era.
Yeah.
They held a crowd around to get a look at the half a megapixel video of a dark blob next to an excavator shovel. Meanwhile, back in Trapland, Wild Bill and Willie are having trouble with the intricacies of getting a big rock to balance on a small stick. They manage to balance it, but leave the excavator holding it while Willie climbs into the hole to make the trigger.
That shit was so dangerous. It's not even funny.
This was the first time where it's like, one of you might die here potentially. Like if you get smacked by this, because it's a big rock.
It's a big flat fucking rock.
Yeah, right. It's like, if you ever watch like strongman competitions or anything like that, like you're like, oh, it's like, the rocks don't even look that big. But then it's like, it's like a 700-pound rock, and it's like, that big.
Yeah.
Rocks can be fucking heavy, and this is like it looks like a counter, basically, like a kitchen counter size rock.
Like a marble countertop. That's what it was giving. And then like it almost falls on them. Yeah,
they're like, you can see the dirt like cannot support the full weight of the rock.
When we tell you that it literally was a fucking stick, a tree branch holding that shit up.
Holding that shit up. It was crazy. So this was definitely the minute where I was like, this might this might be the end of one of them. And then Wild Bill has, of course, his usual kind of his shtick of, I'm going to turn this rock into his tombstone, just carve in it, Webster County werewolf. And then he says, we don't want to hurt him by any means. Just hold him till we get there.
Like within a minute. Episode where they had the big fucking logs. He was like, all right, we're going to fucking kill this guy. He's like, we're not actually going to kill him.
That's kind of a classic Wild Bill thing, is like he'll say something that it's like, there's no way you can do that without killing this thing. And then he's like, but we don't want to harm it. We're not trying to hurt it.
Production is
It'll
like,
be totally fine.
Well, Bill, you can't say you're going to kill it.
But they still put it in. It's like, it's just so strange. It's like, it's also like, you're not catching shit. Like, I would get it maybe if you were talking about like an actual animal. Like maybe that's like a little like problematic. But you're talking about something that you're not going to catch.
Save that for later.
Yeah. Witness 3 is sorry, back to Witness 3. You also saw something very real. Gunner, a hunter. Gunner has a trail cam photo that he claims, quote, this picture is going to make you jump up and down, which is dangerous for most of the Ames members.
Yeah.
Their knees cannot survive that.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a problem. They claim it's a very clear photo of a canine, which looks like a kind of a dark blob behind some twigs.
With some chompers that
Maybe,
are chompers if someone tells you they are.
Yeah, right. You can be suggested that they were chompers.
Yeah.
They ask what the moon was like when the photo was taken, and Gunnar says, "I don't know if it was full moon, but it was a bright moon."
What does that mean?
I guess that in this, it's not like it only turns into a werewolf on full moons, right? It is like around that, but I think it also just lives as a werewolf. It seems like, right? Like, and it just gets more active, I think is what Jeff's saying.
Do werewolves inherently do they have to start?
I think the lore depends, but I think it is like generally they turn on the full moon is like kind of the traditional one. Like there's one night a month that like a werewolf turns into a werewolf.
So this
one is like it lives as a werewolf.
Okay,
I think.
sick. Because that was an extra concern then of like, while Bill wants to kill it, that could just be a regular guy.
Right. It just turns into like a dude after it's killed, and I mean, like werewolf is definitely I think close to cannibalism.
Yeah.
Because they're generally shapeshifters.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah. So the team made up to examine the trap and set the bait. And since it's actually a dangerous hole, they have Wild Bill place the bait rather than a Buck. The bait is 2 dead chickens, prompting a classic Huckleberry zinger. You get this one?
I did not get this one.
You were slacking, JD.
I was paying attention to a very specific thing during this whole thing.
Okay, I got to hear that. But Bill the chicken choker. So classic Huckleberry line there.
All right. Can't believe I missed it.
Huckleberry, presumably to keep the woke mob off his back, says, "We got them chickens from a chicken farmer, and these 2 happened already to be dead, which happens when you have a lot of them." And I was like, "Yep,
can't
all right."
The woke mob got some mountain monsters back in.
Ass covered, Huckleberry. Yep, no one's coming after you for having 2 dead chickens on.
We're not gonna kill the wolf man. These chickens were already dead when we got them.
Already dead, and that happens. Okay, chickens die.
Okay,
chickens die every day. You know what I'm talking about?
Every day, every hour, a chicken dies.
It's true. The night hunt begins under the full moon. The group splits in half. One goes to the north of the trap, one to the south to do a pincer maneuver and push the werewolf towards the Howling Rock in the trap. Willie climbs a tree and sees a large hole, which is revealed to be a bed. Unclear if it's a piss bed. The bed is filled with an assortment of clean cattle bones. Trap, which we also saw with the Wolfman of Wolf County. That was the first like clean bone find, I think, right?
Is that I don't think that's a purposeful connection.
I don't think so either, but
we are making the connections ourselves.
Maybe production is making the connection too. They're like, all right, we'll just throw this in. This worked in the last one. Trapper talks about the chew marks and the damage to the bones, but it's not clear in the video to see. Can't see shit
as per usual.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Buck, Jeff, and Wild Bill hear a creature in the woods near them. We get a lot of Jeff's thermal camera showing absolutely nothing before Wild Bill suddenly trips, and then suddenly we actually have something on the thermal camera. It's a heat signature, but it's pretty unclear. It could be a producer hiding behind a tree. And then Trapper, Huckleberry, and Wild Bill, and Willie hear something. They warn Willie that the werewolf was right behind them, which causes Willie to fall out of the tree that he was still in. The gang regroups to check on Willie, who is determined to complete the hunt, even though he has been winded. They head towards the rockfall trap as they decide the werewolf must have returned to the Howling Rock. They find the trap triggered and see the carnage of chicken feathers spread everywhere. The werewolf must have been there, they determine, and in the trap, but it dug its way out. The werewolf howls to taunt them as it runs away into the night. So, another close miss, but it was in a trap this time for real.
No other animals exist in this forest here.
No.
That could have taken that.
Nothing else capable of digging out of a hole with a rock over it.
Animals don't do that then.
Animals don't dig. That's a known fact. No other animals are capable of digging other than werewolves.
Do not even suggest it. Like, smart enough to sort of dig out dig itself out of a trap.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right. You think like a mole did that? That's the only other animal that digs.
Do not even say that.
It's not a mole. Not even a star-nosed mole could do that.
Do not even say that.
Pretty freaky looking. What about a were-mole? Have we considered that? That'd be freaky.
Imagine how easily that thing could. Okay.
Yeah.
You know how like the Animorphs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I'd be fine turning into a little creature because I'm already 4'11", but I'm really worried about people who are taller than 4'11".
Turning into small creatures?
Yeah. Where does that shit go?
That is the thing, right? Like, where does you become like a very dense, it's kind of like Ant-Man, right? Like, you become like a very dense version of it.
Oh.
Right? Like, you're like a mole that's 180 pounds.
Oh
still.
My God.
Is that how that would work?
I have no idea.
All right, because matter can't be destroyed, right? That's like part of it, right? You gotta
That's part of the. But that's also like Ant-Man.
Yeah, right.
That's also Ant-Man.
I think it follows Ant-Man rules. Yeah.
I think it follows Ant-Man rules, which is when you're small, you're small.
Yeah, when you're small, you're small.
And when you're big, you're big.
Dense.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Or would you do you think you'd just be like a giant, like a big ass mole, like if you turned into a mole, like a human-sized mole still?
Oh my God, that's.
What's worse?
Turning into a tiny mole, having your organs rearranged to be like small, your bones sort of like rearranged, and you're just very tiny, defenseless against the world.
Right. Or but you're still dense. You're still like heavier than a regular mole.
No one's. I don't think I could pick up someone who is like 180 pounds, even if they're like very small. It's like a condensed size.
Yeah.
Or you're like. 5'5",
or you're like. Right. A 5'5" mole. Yeah. I think I'd rather be tiny and dense. I think.
Yeah.
Because at least then you're still like passable as the animal. Like if somebody saw like I'm 5'11", if somebody saw a 5'11" mole, like 180 pound 5'11" mole, people would not be happy with that. That would the mole would get killed. I would be murdered.
Yeah, and it's like thinking of like the one with the star nose thingy, like that is going to be like.
Right, because those would be like as long as like fingers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And I already hate to look at it when it's on a tiny little creature. I don't want to see it when it's on someone who's 5'11".
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't want like, naked mole rat teeth that are just like
I don't. Huge. Yeah, just become small, guys.
Yeah, be small.
Detroit,
a small little guy.
Small,
dense little guy.
Yeah, because then people will try to pick you up, and then you're too heavy.
They can't be picked up.
Yeah. So.
And
that's your defense.
And you can do like the Ant-Man punch and just like wallop them and get away too if need be.
Yeah, because when you're that small and so little, people are not going to want to pick you up. But when you're a big ass mole, you can get handcuffed.
Exactly. You can be handcuffed. You're a target.
Yeah, they're going to bring you to Area 54.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they put all the fucking moles. So
that's it. That's what the government doesn't want you to know. It's the Mole Man compound.
The Mole Man compound. This episode, that Fleer fucking pissed me off so bad. Anytime Jeff was pulling that thing out, I would put that shit away. There's so many times. In general, I think. Hold on, Control F Fleer. I switched to using my computer because I can't Control F on my notebook.
Tablet, or notebook,
Excuse me, my iPad is reserved for taking photos of things and then showing them to the camera. The Fleer.
When you say Fleer, what do you mean?
Oh, the thermal cam.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I'm used to calling it Fleer because like that's what they do on ghost hunting shows.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
They're like, oh, pull out the Fleer. Anytime it was being used, I was like, put that shit away, Jeff.
Yeah.
Quite literally, that Fleer, the thermal footage of like, oh, this is a wolf at the end. That is an entire person.
It
quite literally looked like a person.
Just like a person.
Yeah,
but it would because it's a werewolf.
Oh, so. Cut it out. No, it was so small.
It was pretty small. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not an impressive figure at all. It looked like a person. Like you could see the head.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
On the shoulders. Yeah.
It's not. Listen, I'd just be now concerned that there's a guy in the fucking forest following us.
Yeah, it's one of the producers though. It's just like
it's one of the producers.
He's paid. He's paid to follow.
Like, oh my god! Some poor like PA.
Yeah.
Has to hunch over a rock and pretend to be the werewolf of Webster County. Werewolf of Webster County.
Yeah.
Okay, WWC. The other thing about this one is I feel like I don't know if I was paying extreme attention, but there was so many in this episode that was like, well, we know that it blah blah blah, or it's known to be like there's so many times when they're saying something that sounds so factual, and then like again, like how do they know it's like 400 pounds? How do they know that that's a tolerant rock? I would just be like, that's a rock.
The hollering rock in particular was like one where I was like, how do you know? Because I guess they heard it howl and they claimed it was howling on that rock, right? They said that Jeff saw it on the thermal camera.
That was a mega reach.
Yeah, and like, okay, that's something
Incredible type reach.
For real. Mr. Incredible.
Oh shit, what's it?
You're talking Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic. Sorry.
Yeah. Mr. Incredible is just rather strong.
You know I don't watch stuff.
Yeah.
But there was so many like it's like all like the evidence that they get.
Right.
Where did I put it? Like control F evidence. Okay, yeah. I literally was like, you would think that all the evidence that they have gathered so far of the 2 seasons and several episodes that we watched, that can be submitted as evidence for existence of these creatures if they were real evidence. If these millions of footprints that they found was real, the cryptozoology nation would be like, give them to me now.
Yeah, they're never like collecting like plaster casts or anything, because all that goes against their version of cryptozoology, right? Because they're fundamentally they're not like the eggheads, right? Which we discussed in our Chupacabra episode. Of Ice Cream Meme, our other podcast.
Our other one.
But yeah, they are not like, oh well, we have to collect the evidence and present our argument. They're just like, this is proof, and this shows that the werewolf is hollering from this rock, and you're like, okay. I don't think it does. It's
that we've pointed that out, and it obviously irritates us in some way. We're at the like, I said many times on that episode, which is science is the disease of cryptozoology, but now we're at the other end, which is just like, anyway, I heard the wind blow, and this is proof.
Well, I think that's the issue, is that they are still using the language of science, right? When they're talking about like evidence and proof and shit like that, and it's like you're not giving us fuck all. You're giving us fuck all. Dude. Like none of this is like would be admissible in any sense, and you're not doing anything to treat it like seriously either. Like you're just saying this is definitive proof. This is absolute evidence, and it's like evidence of what, really? Like
they have like so many videos and so many photos, and that's never like, and now you can refer to this in this sort of place that we put all of them. Here's a Dropbox where we put all this evidence. Like the evidence basically exists in like that episode,
and then it's completely forgotten, and that's it. That's
yeah, like the guy, the one that's like on this one, he has like the photo of it, and he's like, oh, look at it. Buck was like, look how defined its teeth is, and I'm like, where, girl?
Where, bro? Yeah. It's like it's also tough because it's like the whole shtick is these guys are rednecks.
Yeah,
they're hillbillies. They don't know. They don't do. I don't go to the damn dentist. I don't know what a laptop is. I bipedal. What the fuck is that? Crazy. But then we're also supposed to be like, oh, but they're providing evidence. Well, obviously they know what they're talking about in this case. Obviously they're well informed on that. Like it's like, like you can't have it both ways. You gotta stop with like we're collecting evidence. We're investigating. The fuck you are. the fuck you investigating, dude? Come on, be real. Be for real.
Be so FFFFFR. Yeah, it's like I don't want to say that like the more we watch like cryptid stuff and like the more we look into some of the things that we are looking at, I'm just like, anyway, I don't believe in anything.
Nothing helps makes me believe in anything. I would say that for sure. Like everything is definitely like, man, this is bullshit. Like at least in the context of the show, it's like, well, this is this is clear bullshit. This is not real in any fucking way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just this episode was the one for me that was like the most obvious. That it was
this
like,
one really interesting.
Yeah, because they kept saying that, like, and we know that it does this, or like it's known, or like from the information that we gathered. They went to one witness, and they were like, yeah, from all the information we gathered, I really was like, one information,
one photograph, one blurry photograph is
and at some point, like, Jeff is fucking taking notes. Like, what is he writing?
Jeff loves to take notes, and then it is completely unclear. I feel like he's probably just like doodling or something. I don't think there's no fucking way he's writing shit.
When they were interviewing Gunnar, Jeff goes, from my research, and I quoted that, and then I put, sure, Jeff, you fucking shithead.
Yeah. I think again it is like Jeff is if science is the cancer of cryptozoology writ large, then Jeff is the cancer of mountain monsters. Because it is like, Jeff, you're not doing science. Jeff, you're not doing research. Jeff, sweetie, just stop, bro. Like, this is not
like, literally, when they are giving out like the stats of the creatures, he's not even the one doing it.
He's not even the one doing it. He did it like the first couple episodes, and it's like, okay, so that's like Jeff's role. It's not Jeff's role.
It's not his role.
It's Trapper's role now.
So now he just provides like, and I know
like two sentences
too.
of yeah, or like, and then he'll throw in like, well, I've researched, I've discovered
from my research.
From your research, tell us more, Jeff. What does that imply? What is your research process?
Notebook that I've just been doodling,
It's it's like a little tiny pocket-sized notebook thing, and he's always writing in it, and he ain't writing shit. He ain't writing.
He's playing
he's
game
scribbling
of
in there.
Fucking tic-tac-toe against himself.
Oh yeah, probably. He's doing like the little. It's just full of like the cool S. Is just what he's doing over and over again.
He's drawing like an eye in the corner, like an anime eye.
Yeah, he's doing a little flip book of like a stick figure. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Buck, come look at this. And Buck's like,
well, this is definitive proof of the werewolf. Jeff, good job. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
It's like, so his drawing, it's sort of like a gait as it runs, and it's like, shut up.
Wait, let him cook. Let him cook.
No.
Yeah.
There's also the part where Buck gentle parents Wild Bill. When Wild Bill starts running after like the creature. Wait. I was like, pause. Wait, am I the right one? Yeah. When he starts running after it, and he's like, oh, you can't do that. And you're like, because when if you get to it, we can't help you. But then if you leave us, it can't get to us. And then I did very much love that Wild Bill said sorry. That interaction was very endearing. Buck gentle parenting was very nice.
Wild Bill, I think, is the most like genuine of the people on this show.
Yeah.
Where I do think I'm not like Wild Bill. I don't think lives in the same reality as us.
He's a guy.
He's a guy for sure. Like Buck is like an actor. Like all the other guys, they have IMDb pages. You look it up. Buck's real name is whatever the fuck, James Marsden. It's not James Marsden. It's some shit, right? He's got a regular ass name. He's like he's like a regular ass functional dude. Mm-hmm. Wild Bill is like doing some other shit. That's
a real man.
That's a fucking guy. That's a guy out there.
Dude who was definitely in the Marines and definitely does climb trees.
He does climb trees. We've seen a lot of evidence of that.
A lot.
And we've heard many a hoorah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Buck is just like, that could be your neighbor.
Yeah, right. And Buck would be like, oh, like, I'm an actor. And he'd be like, oh, yeah, for sure. He's like, anything I've seen? He'd be like, no, nothing. No.
You want to know it?
A couple commercials, nothing major. He'd be like, yeah. All right, Buck.
And you're like, oh, so that's where you go for like a couple months, a couple weeks at a time? And he's like,
yeah. It's nothing you'd like, probably. It's just not. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, he's just like, just make sure to pick up my packages when they come over here. Yeah, I'll come and pick them up when I come back. And be like,
right.
All right, guy.
Right.
He just him
I feel like,
guy who does the Willie.
Yeah,
they are like the most like these are just guys.
These are just regular guys.
Regular guys.
And then Wild Bill is a different kind of guy.
A different kind of regular fucking man.
Yeah.
Definitely exists in that space.
Huckleberry. A Trapper, I think, tries too hard sometimes.
Yeah, the taking out his tooth with the wrench thingy, that definitely was like, hey guy. Yeah. Hey.
Where I think Huckleberry, I think also I get the vibe that he is definitely playing it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. What is he? He has like the vibe of like your friend's dad, who's kind of like, he has a collection of like taxidermied animals, but he's kind of like he's cool because he like lets everyone yell in the house. And then he like plays it up because like the one kid is like, your dad's weird. So like the dad decides to be like, I'm gonna lean into it.
Yeah, Huckleberry probably like shares beer with like his grandkids or something like that. His grandkids' friends, right? They come over, they're like,
I feel like he has a lot of bits.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure that none of them are great.
Yeah. Jeff.
Jeff is definitely just a guy. Like Jeff is not. He doesn't play into like the play up the hillbilly thing at all. Like he's the most like, this is a paycheck for me, I think, of anybody.
Yeah, I feel like the beard situation, like the aesthetic situation, like maybe on the off days he usually plays like Santa characters or something.
I can see the Santa for sure. I think probably Jeff is in like a local like Shakespeare troupe. You know, like I think he gives like stage actor
Shakespeare outdoors.
Yeah, I could see him doing that. Like he's like playing like an old king or something. You know.
Yeah, he does give like wizardly vibe.
Yeah. And then he's like, I have to do this for money, but it's like, it's whatever. Yeah, all right, I'll wear the overalls. The show must go on. But he's like, he's not into it. He's not as into it as anybody else.
He's like 90% of the time I'm actually like Merlin, but like on the other times I pretend to take notes on this.
He's like, West Virginia Community Theater doesn't pay. Believe it or not, I'm not. I can't live off that.
Yeah, he can't just do Shakespeare outdoors in the summer.
Right. He's just like, I love the craft. I need to continue to act. Yeah. So
yeah, and he's like, and this gets me like SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
This gets me like the SAG, cards. So like,
he's union. He's union for sure.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
That's our assessment of those guys, of our boys.
Yeah.
Our sweet, beautiful boys.
That's our sweet analysis.
Like, Willie, I think, might be a nudist. That's. I'm taking a swing on that one, but he gives like hippie nudist vibes to me.
Low key.
The man has been to a Tool concert at least once. He may have followed around Fish. It's possible. He's definitely like hippie jam band. I feel like he's the one that he also doesn't really belong in the group as much.
Yeah. That's like hey guys, I brought my cousin who knows how to do this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Willie does that because he's a nudist that lives in the wood on a homestead.
Yeah, and he has like the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's probably the most competent of all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't think he doesn't give like hillbilly to me. He doesn't give like traditional like kind of hick. He's definitely like the weirdo kind of hippie guy.
Yeah.
Of that area.
Like people wouldn't think he's a hippie.
No.
They would first. They'd be like, what are you?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And then he gives, I feel like he wears Birkenstocks.
He wears Birkenstocks for sure. He's definitely got some stocks and socks.
Yeah, he only sometimes wears the steel toe boots when he has to go.
He's got some tie dye.
Yeah,
he's got some. Yeah,
the hair. Yeah, I feel like if has he taken off his hat?
I don't think he has.
I feel like if he takes that off, like the hair will become like that stereotypical like wavy hippie hair.
He's got a full on hippie head of hair.
Yeah.
It's giving, he's a jam band guy. I think that's my prediction on Willie.
Yeah, so that, I mean,
which again, not a bad thing.
Yeah,
not a bad thing. No shade on any of these guys, but I think it is like this episode, maybe because it did feel so kind of fake and like produced, is maybe what's drawing this out of us to be like, who are these people really?
Let's psychoanalyze these people. Like,
what drives them?
Hannibal Lecter. Right. Draw me a clock, Will. Oh god.
Yeah.
We're only on season 2. This is the 4th episode. We're having some realizations about ourselves, of the things that we watch. I don't think that people should get cerebral about this stuff because of the
Yeah.
I don't think pause.
Pause.
I don't think stop. Because the more you look at it, the more you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This episode I think was the least fun for me because I was just like,
really? Okay.
Get up. Stand up. Or like,
yeah.
Stop it.
It felt, it's retreading. It's like another fucking Wolfman in the woods. Yeah. It's yeah. Well, we got something. You know what, folks? We didn't fuck with this one.
We didn't. I did not. I think it's one of those like very like standard like normal. This would be like a filler episode if this was like one of those things. I don't know. It's just,
It didn't add anything. There was no.
So you didn't catch
no meat on them bones. Literally,
usual.
as we've seen in the cow bones, there ain't no meat on them bones.
There's no meat on them bones.
They piece clean. Let's not have another fucking werewolf, please.
Please, no God. Control F werewolf on the fucking
anything
wiki
but
page.
werewolf, please.
Anything. What is that? What is the cereal? Fuck.
Cereal.
Yeah.
What cereal are we talking?
Oh shit! It's like
describe the shape. The shape. Yeah.
Everything
flubbing over here.
Everything and nothing
but marshmallows.
Yeah, there you go. I was like everything
all marshmallows.
There you go. I was like everything but marshmallows. Yeah, that was every fucking cereal ever. Everything but marshmallows. Yeah, this one's oops all. Oops all.
Oops all. Well,
oops all.
Folks, tune in. Next one I think we both found more interesting. I predict.
Yes.
And we will. You know, this is our Mountain Monsters recap show. Thank you for listening. You know, if you like the show, subscribe, tell a friend, turn on notifications. Just, you know, keep in the loop, folks.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, tell an enemy, tell someone you don't like.
Torture them.
Tell someone with bad taste.
Yeah. Show them our YouTube videos.
Yeah, show them our YouTube videos.
Since that's where it's popping.
That's where it's popping. Yeah, go ahead and, you know, leave the YouTube videos on your TVs at your job and just let them play on like your last day. If you work at like a Hooters or something, or some form of a sports bar type deal.
Sports bar. If you work at a barbershop, go ahead and throw us on the big screen.
We're really aiming for like the sports bar barbershop quadrant. Right. That is the audience we need more of.
This is exactly what we need. I'm sorry if you work at a salon and you're really into this. Don't. Okay.
No.
We love you, but we're going for the sports bar and barber.
Yeah. We're competing with the Chive. We're going. It's us.
Yeah.
Versus Chive TV.
Like,
throw us up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to pay subscription to throw us on the TV thing.
No.
Old school. Get an HDMI cable.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Whatever you got to do. We're free.
Cast us on that screen. Put us in that sports bar. I don't have any preferences, but I don't want it played in a bar that would play Formula One. I want it in one that would play NASCAR. Interesting. Yes. Yeah. Right. Because that's where we're at. Yeah. Right. More patriotic. Yeah. That's what we're going for. And what about there's a local chain here, or becoming a chain, called the Sports Bra, that is a location that only shows women's sports. Oh hell yeah. Are we going in there? Yes or no? Shout out to the Sports Bra. Shout out to the Sports Bra. Let's go. I think it's getting some new branches as well, or new. Yeah. Hell yeah! I think I would watch rugby there. Okay. But are we fitting in that? Maybe like, or are we going just for the boys? TV. Okay. Yeah. The smallest TV. Because I don't want to talk up for women. You know what I mean? I'm not. not all men. Okay. Hashtag not all men. Yeah. Hashtag accept Ben. Yeah, except it's like that one guy's bit where he's like, so when you say like girls and gays, can you also say and Trevor and Ben? Yeah, please. I'd like to be included with Trevor, please. Okay, so maybe not. Okay, maybe every time Ben is on and speaking, you have someone who mutes. There we go. So, that's the way. You see, he's also creating jobs. Right? Mm-hmm. So you get to pay and upping engagement. Exactly. Well. So you make it like you also make it a game, right? Every pay to make this man be quiet.
Yeah.
That's right. So
word up.
Okay, yeah. So we will be at the sports bra with that condition.
Word. All right. I'm starting being quiet right now. Bye.